Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available Easter 2024, the album. Dad. Shimmy, shimmy. AF. Here comes Peter Cottontail. The Metallica version. And tonight, off to Peter Cottontail and Fist. How are you guys doing today? Oh my God. Is it almost Easter? It's almost Easter. And you know what else it is? It's almost a solar eclipse. Oh my God, it's almost a solar eclipse. I cannot wait. I ordered my glasses and everything. I'm going to show them over on my Peter Does Stuff channel today. So if you're interested in the solar eclipse glasses, I know it's a real exciting video. It is. It's a real exciting video. Our HOA, that's Homeowners Association, they put out this notice. They're setting up like a special place in our neighborhood, you know, for me and all the elderly other people out here to go and view the solar eclipse. I'm so excited, but you have to have your glasses, and they put on there like where to buy them. And so like I researched the glasses and everything. No, I did. I researched the glasses. They have to be apparently NASA approved. No, do you remember? Okay, like if you're as old as me, you'll remember this. That I don't know if it was a solar eclipse because I don't keep up with eclipses and things like that, but I did love that movie Night of the Comet so much. Oh my God, that's kind of what it reminds me of. Did you guys ever see the movie Night of the Comet when the comet came? And then the one girl was like doing it, and she was working for the movie theater, and then her sister, she was like asleep, and so she like missed out on the comet, and then everybody that like saw the comet, they're like, oh, there's the comet, Halley's Comet. And, you know, Halley's Comet, I think it comes like once every like 423 years or something like that. But I don't know about Halley's Comet. But anyway, I don't really know about any of this kind of stuff. I didn't take, what is it, astrology? Astronomy? I didn't take astronomy, or did I? I think I might have taken it and then withdrawn. I don't know. But anyway, I didn't take the astrologies or the astronomies. I don't really, to be honest with you, really know that much about I'm just joking. I do know the difference between astrology and astronomy. I don't really know that much about astrology, though, either. Like, when people are like, what sign are you? And I'm like, I'm a Cancer because my birthday's June 29th. And they're like, no, but like, what moon rising, sun setting are you? And I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. I was born at 12:15. You figure it out. I don't know. I don't know what. I know somebody out there right now that's real into astrology. They're like, oh, let me do your charts. I've had so many people that have wanted to do my charts through the years. It kind of scares me. I don't know that I want my charts done. But anyway, but then I'm also kind of intrigued by it at the same time, you know? So anyway, but I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. But I guess they kind of like changed that a couple years ago. It's like with the solar system when all of a sudden they said one of the planets wasn't a planet anymore. Was it Venus or was it Jupiter? I don't know. Venus got her own song. Did Jupiter get her own song? But it doesn't really matter, okay? But anyway, I'm not real into the astrologies or the astronomies, as you can tell. I'm kind of intrigued by the astrology stuff because everything that it says about a Cancer is like true to me because like I'm a homebody, you know, and like moon child and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, but I don't really like know that much about it. So yeah, you can go look up all my stuff. I was born at 12:15 p.m. I actually just found my birth certificate, my real birth certificate. No, true story, I did. I didn't even know that I was missing. Did you ever find something you're like, oh, I didn't even know it was missing? I found, not a copy, but my real birth certificate. I was born at 12:15 p.m. on June 29th, 1972. So you can all go do my charts. I don't know what somebody out there tell me if I'm a moon rising or a sun setting. I don't know, okay? Is my stars in Sag? I don't know. I don't know what any of that stuff says. When people put up those memes, and I don't know, are they memes or are they quotes? Because I said memes in my vlog, and then somebody, like, they said, no, that means a quote. They were real sweet about it. But they were like, no, Peter, those aren't memes, those are quotes. Memes are kind of like funny kind of things. And so, like, I don't know the difference. If it's like, so if it's serious, it's a quote, but if it's a joke, it's a meme, I guess. I don't know. But, like, when people put things like, this is such a Sagittarius, like, I don't get any of those kind of things. When people put up there, like, oh, we're like in Sagittarius, Sag season. I don't know what that means. I know I'm a Cancer. I know what strange attraction means. That means that you, like, date somebody that's, like, the opposite of you. Am I, like, is Sag? I don't know why I keep on talking about Sages. Are we in Sag season? No, wait. I do kind of, like, I can, like, if you tell me what your birthday is, I can kind of, like, because of people that I know. But we're not Sagittarius season anymore, are we? We're in the end of, is this Pisces season? I guess it is. Like, fish. Crabs and fish, they kind of go together. See, I'm Cancer. So is Pisces my strange attraction? I don't know. There are some people out there right now that are watching this that are so ate up with the astrologies. Like, my book club partner Mel, that they're probably like eating this. They're like, oh my God, Peter doesn't know anything about astrology. I don't. No, I don't. But listen, every once in a while, I do love a good psychic. I do. Oh my God, I have so many psychic medium stories. I've told a lot of them through the years. If you guys want me to do a whole story talking about psychic mediums, I can. I think I did a video. I think it was actually on this channel. My good Judy Tanya Jean, she knows I love psychics. I love psychics and mediums and all that kind of stuff. I can spot a fake a mile away, right? So anyway, a couple years ago, she bought us tickets to go see Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium. Oh my God, I couldn't wait to see her hair. No, true story, I couldn't. But anyway, she was like eating people's food in the audience and stuff. She like walks around like people, you know, had like the big pretzels with the cheese and pizza and stuff like that in the audience. I thought it was kind of tacky they were eating at a psychic reading. But anyway, that's beside the point. But she was like, oh, can I have some of that pretzel and stuff like that? It was real weird. But anyway, Teresa Caputo, it broke my heart. I think I did a whole video about it. I've talked about it in other videos, but like I swore she was the real thing, you know, because she like goes to the grocery store because she needs like some ham for ham and beans or something like that. And then she's at the grocery store and she's like, oh my God, she's like, your grandma died on the 9th of February. And they're like, oh my God, my grandma died on the 9th of February. I like don't even know how she knows this stuff, right? So anyway, I was so excited to go see the Long Island medium with my good Judy Tanya Jean. So anyway, Tanya Jean bought these. She's like, I got the best tickets in the house because she thought the closer we were to the stage that it would be sure that we would get read, right? So we're at this thing and one of her family members like walks in and she's like waving to Tanya and I and she like walks way down to the very front. We're like, how did she get up here? We're literally like third row from the back. No, true story, we were, okay? So there are these women that were talking to us and they kept on talking about like how these were pretty good seats for the price. Tanya Jean paid like $300 for them, okay? She was not happy. So anyway, so Tanya kept on going to me. She was like eating her popcorn, drinking her pop, you know, stuff like that. Because Tanya was one of those tacky people that was eating at this. You don't eat at a psychic reading. That's rude. You shouldn't do that. Unless you're hungry. If you're hungry, then I guess you should. I don't want to offend anybody, you know, like you say anything anymore and it offends somebody. Like the other day, you know, like I said, something about hold your horses. And I said, is that offensive to animal rights people? And a couple people I do think that were offended by that. So I do want to greatly apologize to the Hold Your Horses community. But anyway, other than that, get fucked. So anyway, so Tanya and I were sitting there and we were like listening to these two women that were talking to us. They're talking about what great seats they had and things like that, right? And Tanya, like, she elbows me and she goes, ask them how much they paid for their seats. I was like, Tanya, I'm not asking. That's so rude. So anyway, finally, you know, because I'm nosy Nelly. Can we say that? Or do I have to say, like, you know, I don't know if you can say nosy Nelly anymore or hold your horses. You know, I'm old, so I say those things, but, like, I don't know. Like, can you say bitter Susan? You know, I don't know if you can say those things, okay? Like negative Nancy. Is that like rude to Nancy Reagan? I don't know. Just do it. Was she the one that came up with that whole saying, you know, thing? Yeah, that worked. Okay. So anyway, but Nancy Reagan, she's nice, wasn't she? She had that kind of coiffed hairdo and all kind of stuff. Always kind of wore a suit and, you know, things like that. Anyway, I don't know why I got thinking about Nancy Reagan, but she was the one that led the war on drugs. Had she ever done any drugs? Did she even know anything about it? I think if you're going to lead the war on drugs, you should probably know something about drugs so that you can lead the war on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't know how I got talking about that. So anyway, I finally said to these women, because they were real nice, they were real funny, right? I said, oh, these are pretty good seats, don't you think? And they're like, yeah, for what we paid. And I was like, what'd you pay? And they paid something like $25 or $30 or $50. I can't remember how much they paid, but it was a lot less than what we paid. I looked at Tanya Jean. She was so bitter the house down boots, okay? And she looked at me and she was like, I paid $300 for these tickets. Because she thought if we were, you know, close, we're going to agree. So Teresa Caputo starts her whole thing. And the first thing that she says after she comes out, it was at the Monn in Indianapolis, okay? So anyway, they also do like the RuPaul's Drag Race, like work the runway tour thing and all that kind of stuff there. I saw that one time there too. But anyway, so, but we had better seats for that, because my husband Alex got those seats. He knows how to buy seats, okay? So anyway, the first thing that Teresa Caputo says when she comes out, I had no idea. People think that I script all this shit. Now, I have a whole script right here about Ariana Grande at the Oscars. I didn't know I was going to be talking about all this kind of stuff. This was not my intro. My intro was about Ariana Grande at the Oscars. No, true story, it was. Okay. So anyway, I'll read you my intro in just a second. But mostly I don't ever script out an intro. But I had something I wanted to say about Ariana Grande. So anyway, so the first thing that Teresa Caputo says is, she's like, oh, I just want to say that all of my ticket sales are through my fan group, and if you paid more than $100 for a ticket tonight, then you got scammed. And Tanya was like, I paid $300 a ticket for these, right? She was so pissed. And Teresa Caputo was like, I'm really sorry, but there's no way I can get your money back. She's like, all my ticket sales go through my fan group or something like that, right? And Tanya and I are looking at each other, and all these people are laughing in the audience. And I'm like, oh my God, my good Judy got scammed, right? And she's like, Teresa's like, oh no, it's a complete scam. People buy my tickets and they resell them on the Teresa Caputo.live. See, there's always people out there. I said a video last week talking about fakes of the world trying to act like they're Peter Monn, they're working out on some oil ship in the middle of nowhere, right? You know, and then people thought that was kind of funny too, to poke fun at me for that. You know, don't poke fun at me. I could give a rat's ass if there's somebody out in the middle of, I don't know, the Pacific Ocean acting like they're Peter Monn, okay? What's sad about it and what you're laughing at when you make fun of that is the women that are getting schemed out of thousands of dollars. And I have proved it. People are like, oh, he's faking that. I literally have a tab on my Instagram that says fakes over there. You can go check it out. But listen, you can't tell them haters nothing, right? Haters are gonna hate, lovers are gonna love. Pick the side you're on. I'm a lover all day long, right? So anyway, now I did say the other day in one of my vlogs, I said, are you a traitor or are you a faithful? People got real offended by that. It was a fucking joke, you know? People got real offended by that. They're like, why does it have to be one or the other? I'm like, well, I think you just showed your true colors. But anyway, so that was the Teresa Caputo thing. But then she goes and she does this cold reading thing, you know, which you can teach anybody. I've learned how I could go and I could read just as good as Teresa Caputo. So what she does is, no, true story, I could, okay? Buy tickets to Peter Monn, the psychic reader of the world, right? So it's like when you like throw a bunch of shit out there and you say, oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And you put out 100 things and like 2 of them happen and you go, see, I'm a psychic of the world because these things happen. But you don't talk about those other 98 things that you predicted that never came true, right? It's kind of like that. But no, I do believe in psychic mediums of the world. Oh my God, I had a reading by this guy Dave once. I think I did a whole video about it over here. So anyway, then Teresa Caputo, what she does is she goes over and she'll like stand and she'll look at like audience of like 60 people, you know, part of the group. She goes, okay, over here. She goes, these people over here. And she's pointing to like 60 or 100 people. She'll go, I'm getting like a male energy, that somebody that has passed in the last 20 years, a male energy, and she'll go, grandfather, father, uncle, son, brother, friend, neighbor, acquaintance. And then all these hands go up, right? And then she'll go, okay, she'll pick like 20 people, and she'll go, it's somewhere in this audience, okay? I'm getting the feeling it's these 20 over here. And then she'll, like those 20, and you're sitting here and you're watching, and she'll like this. Because you can't believe it, right? You can't believe the buffoonery of it, number one, but you also are like, is she really going to like read the truth? And then she picks 20 people and she goes, okay, now I'm getting more of like still a male energy, grandfather, father, uncle, and like half the hands go down, right? And then she'll say, and they were over the age of 50 when they died, and half those hands go down, right? And then it's like left up to 3 people, and they're all sitting next to each other, right? And she's like, okay, this person right here, she's like, I think it's you. She's like, was it your father that passed away? And the girl's like, and then the person next to him's 9. She's like, no, it's not you, it's him. And then the guy's like, yeah, it was my father that passed away. And he's like, his name was, and she goes, Steve. And he's like, oh my God, how did you know that? She's like, well, I am a psychic medium. She's like, now, Steve, you and your dad, you had a difficult relationship as a father and son. And the guy starts crying. And I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck doesn't have a weird relationship with your dad at some point in your life, right? You know? I mean, my dad's 84. Thank God we're on good terms. But we've had our ups and downs in my life, you know? So, I mean, and my mom and I too. And my aunt. I mean, you can say that about any relationship. Even my good Judy, Toddy, Jean and I mean, you know? And so she's like, and then he's like, yeah, and he was like, and he passed so quickly. She's like, he passed quickly and tragically, right? He's like, and I'm like, she is such, I told her, Tanya Jean, I go, she is such a fake Tanya Jean. I was so upset about it. But anyway, so that kind of lost my faith in Teresa Caputo. Now, did you see she's got a new show coming out and her hair is bigger? You would think the psychic spirits of the world would tell her, Teresa, that's not a good look. No, girl, it's not a good, she's kind of starting to look a little bit. And then I watch, it's weirdly is what it is, right? And I always, to be honest with you, like there were a lot of things that happened in her own personal life, and then she never saw them coming. And I always kind of thought that was kind of weird. Like she didn't see her divorce coming or anything like that, you know, which is sad. I think it's devastating that her and Larry broke up. I was addicted to that show. No, truly I was. But a lot of other stuff happened and she never saw it coming. And then the excuses psychics always give you is, well, you can't see things about yourself. Well, then what the fuck is the point of being a psychic medium if you can't see shit about yourself, okay? You'd think you might want to go to some psychics that you trusted to tell you some things about yourself. You know what I mean? But anyway, so then I lost faith on that show, and now she's coming out and all that kind of stuff. But listen, I have loved the psychics through the years, but that didn't have anything to do with Ariana Grande. So last night, I watched the Academy Awards. Now, I wasn't going to watch the Academy Awards But that one woman that was in The Holdovers, oh my God, I love that movie so much. Did y'all see The Holdovers? It was so good with Paul Giamatti. Okay, so what is her name? Her name is like Joy Divine Randolph or something like that. She's also in Only Murders in the Building, and she was in The Idol, which was horrible. That TV show was horrible. But she is so good, and I love her in that movie, and she plays Mary. Oh my God, she won Best Supporting Actress. I was bawling my eyes out the whole time. I loved it so much. I was so happy for her. So anyway, so I'm watching this. I did not know that guy that is in Fear of the Walking Dead, the real rich guy, you know, that his boyfriend was the guy that owned the mansion in Mexico. That Domingo guy, he is so hot, isn't he? I did not know that he was in The Color Purple. I haven't even seen The Color Purple yet. It's one of my favorite movies and books of life, and I haven't even seen the musical yet. But I did watch Mean Girls, the musical, this weekend. Well, I would say it's a hard pass, okay? If you are looking for... I have, like, had a couple friends of mine that went and saw that movie, and they were like, oh my God, I love the Mean Girl. You love the Mean Girls so much. The new one. They're like, it's based on a musical on Broadway. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I get it, right? I mean, it starts with a fucking song, okay? So I'm watching this. It is so bad, you guys. I mean, this Mean Girls movie is so bad, okay? It is so bad. So anyway, so I watched this Mean Girls movie, but I did download one song. The one at the very end where she's picking, you know, it's the same story, basically, right? And she's picking apart, and it's called something. Here, I was just listening to it a second ago. What was I listening to? Here it is, Mean Girls. While I was listening to Dancing on My Own by, okay, so I See Stars is what it's called, but I was listening to Dancing on My Own by Caleb Scott. Do you all know that Caleb Scott that was on Britain's Got Talent? Oh my God, I love his voice so much, and he's Hubba too. So anyway, I hope something tragic didn't happen to him, because every time I say something like that, then somebody's like, oh, he's problematic, or something tragic happened, or blah, 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 whatever. So anyway, speaking of the Oscars, okay, did y'all see Ariana Grande at the Oscars last night? That's all I'm going to say, okay? Because if you say anything negative about Ariana Grande, oh my God, the Grandes come for you. Now, I don't know about the Ventis and the Trenties and the Tinies and the Smalls, but the Grandes, they come for you. You can't say anything, okay? But is that how she really acts in real life, or is she just like that? She acted like so aloof, like she didn't know what was going on. And I'm telling you right now, people can say what they want to say. She opened that card too soon, okay? She opened the card for Best Song, and it was Billie Eilish, who I love Billie Eilish. I know people are like, you're not supposed to like Billie Eilish. You're not? Okay, well, I like who I fucking like. So you don't tell me who I like. I like who I want to like. It's 2024, okay? Nobody can tell me who I want to like and who I don't want to like anymore. I like who I like, okay? Listen, okay? I had to give up Step in the Name of Love, and I love that fucking song, okay? I had to give up that song because I can't support R. Kelly, okay? But Billie Eilish, what? Because she came out and said, I mean, are we really that upset about all that? People, you need to get over it. So anyway, but Billie Eilish, she won one of the only Oscars for the movie Barbie. I was kind of surprised. You know, the entire world went crazy that Barbie wasn't nominated, you know, for like that many. It didn't get Best Director, which, by the way, last year, a very important movie about women called Women Talking, it didn't get nominated for Best Director either. Nobody cared about that. That movie was about a Mennonite division in, I can't remember what the country was, in Bolivia. It was based on a true story where women were being, they were, you know, being RNSA'd and things like that, and being fed that it was about demons, and so it was really working against their religion, and it was 10 women. Frances McDormand was in it. I mean, it was unbelievable acting, right? It was called Women Talking, and it was all done in a barn. It was fantastic. Nobody cared that movie last year wasn't nominated for Best Director and things like, nobody cared about all that. No, ma'am, they didn't. Oh, but fucking Barbie. Oh my God. But I get it. People have such attachments to that movie. But you know what I was kind of surprised about is, they were talking about, was Ryan Gosling even going to show up for his Best Supporting Actor? Well, it didn't matter. He didn't win. But he did perform I Am Ken. He did a great job, you know. And Margot Robbie was in the audience, and everybody was thanking her. And Greta Gerwig, the director, they all acted with such grace. I was really impressed with it, to be honest with you, you know. For a movie like that, of that size, to be so dissed, and everybody there that was part of it to just act so charming and things like that, because that America, the one that was in, I want to say, is it Ugly Jane the Virgin? I don't know. Those two shows I get so confused by it. My friend Tiny Jean was just calling me. She probably, her ears were burning and things like that. But anyway, I love her so much. What was she in? My husband likes the original of it. He just rewatched it for like the 15th time, the original of it. Ugly Betty. Ugly Betty. She was in that one. But my husband likes the original of it, you know, because he's from Venezuela. So anyway, but that's beside the point. So then for Best Song, Ariana Grande comes out and she's like shuffling in this dress. It was so weird. She does not look well. She does not look right. I'm not sure. Like, she was opening envelopes at the wrong time. She was like not reading the monitor. Is she okay? Is she still dating that weird guy? I don't know. She's still dating him. Was she dating Pete? I'm not talking about Pete Davidson. Wasn't she dating Pete Davidson? Why'd she break up with him? I think Pete Davidson's hot. Okay. Every time I say that, people are like, you think Pete Davidson's hot? He's dirty. Yeah, I think that's kind of what's hot about it, to be honest with you. No, true story, I do. I think Pete Davidson is hot, okay? I don't know what it is, okay? And it ain't that he's hung like a horse, but we know that, right? Because he said that. Listen, I'm 51 years old, and my videos are marked not for children, so I can say this shit if I want. It's been everywhere anyway, okay? Apparently, Ariana Grande and Kim Kardashian, like, that is the weird 6 degrees of separation that we never thought we ever needed, right? That they both dated the same person. But anyway, didn't Ariana Grande, I like her. I met her, or I didn't meet her, but I saw her. She was like 5 feet away from me with her brother Frankie. Has he done anything since Big Brother? But anyway, at Ultra Music Festival, because she sang with Zed years ago. She looked different then. I don't know what's going on. I don't care for her with blonde hair, but I know if I say I don't like her with blonde hair, people will come for me, right? Oh my God, the Grandes? No, they'll come for you, okay? They'll come for you with the power of a Trenta. So I'm just telling you right now that she looked beautiful. She did, didn't she? In that duvet cover that she wrapped up and went to the Oscars. And no, true story, people were saying that all over the internet. They were like, did she just pull off her comforter, her duvet, and go to the Oscars? I was kind of unclear about it too, but anyway. Is she still dating that weird guy? I don't know who he is. I didn't say that. That weird guy, I don't know who he is. But they're always meshing their pictures together. I don't know, was he in some show and then apparently he left his wife for her? I don't even know the story about it, okay? I haven't followed that. I'm not a Grande. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not even a Swiftie. I thought I was maybe becoming one and I like her music a lot, but if I was going to like fall down the rabbit hole of somebody, it would definitely be Taylor Swift before Ariana Grande. I couldn't even get with her shuffling in that dress coming down the runway of the Oscars. It was too much for me. I don't know, but she's not dating Ariana, or she's probably dating Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande's dating Ariana Grande. That would make sense. But she got married, is she divorced, or now she's with that guy that he was supposedly married? I don't know, I'm confused about it. I know people are going to be so pissed I even mentioned her in a video. She's like one of those people, she's like Fight Club. The one rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Ariana Grande, okay? She's like in that. Like, you don't talk about Ariana Grande, but I just did, so fuck it. But anyway, so she's not dating Pete Davidson anymore. Was she ever dating Pete Davidson? Like I said, he's hot. You know, but like, I'm thinking about that, like, maybe I'll take me a boyfriend, you know? Like, maybe I'll be like Kyle Richards in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'll get me a country music boyfriend. She got Morgan Wade. I'm just joking. But if she got Morgan Wade, that's what the streets... You know, they always say that now. Sutton Strack is saying now that the streets told her. I'm like, girl, are you trying, like, they already got Taylor from Beverly Hills on OC, and then she got fired from the OC. Are you trying to Sutton Strack go to Atlanta, where Marlo Hampton, she didn't get her peach no more, but she always talked about the streets are talking. Anyway, the streets are talking and saying that Kyle Richards is Morgan Wade. I love that Morgan Wade. I love it. She says, of course, because she's sober, right? And I'm sober, and she's sober, so we're sober sisters. But anyway, she don't know me, and I don't know her, but we're sober sisters. See, that's how it works. But anyway, I'm thinking, like, I like that Morgan Wade. I love her voice. I downloaded that song she sang on the show and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, like, maybe I'll get me a country music gay boyfriend that's sober. You think? But see, I already have a Mauricio, because everybody tells me that my husband Alex, we're so happy in love anyway. I don't need to get me a country music boyfriend. But maybe in another life, because I do love country music so much, you know. I was born to be a coal miner's daughter. What is this video about again? Oh, anyway, about I was going to get me a country music boyfriend. But sometimes I do think about that. Don't even act like it. Don't even act like you're not like in the most happily married relationship in the entire world. And you sometimes just sit there and go, maybe I'll get me a country music boyfriend just for a week or something like that. You know, so I can go to the Grand Ole Opry and things like that. And then we can just do it all night long in Nashville and stay out till... Do the streets, you know, like... Anyway, I get me a no country music boyfriend, okay? My husband and I are doing just fine. Like I said, I got my Mauricio, okay? Kyle, she got her Mauricio. She needs to make it work. That's what she needs to do. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. But anyway, okay. So is that all I was going to talk about? Oh, this is kind of like, did you see that guy last night that was presenting for Best Sound? And then he went on that tangent about Field of Dreams, and he's talking about Field of Dreams, and he's talking about the actors, and then the one guy, the girl starts choking on the hot dog, and then he goes rescues her, but then they can't win the game, and the ghost of the field, and Kevin Costner, like, he's out there, and the guy whispers to him and says, if you build it, they will come, and so he builds the Field of Dreams field. Well, he doesn't really build it. The guy says he mows it down, and I'm sitting there watching this guy as he goes off on this total tangent that has absolutely nothing to do with the award, and I'm like, I have never felt so fucking seen in my entire life. This is like how I think, right? Like, I think this way. I mean, where are we at? Almost 25 minutes. We're at 24 minutes and 52 seconds or something like that. I haven't even gotten to the topic. You know why? Because there ain't no topic today. There ain't no time left. Maybe this should just be the video today. I don't know. So anyway, let's talk about the videos that I'm going to do this week. I'm introducing the videos I'm going to do this week. This is for, this is for all those drama channels out there that watch my videos and then copy them and get 300,000 more views than me. Here, girl, I'll just give you what topics I'm going to talk about this week, and then you can just do them ahead of me, okay? Because it don't matter, because I'm still only getting 8 to 10,000 views, and that's totally fine. I'm happy with that, okay? But because you are so killing to want to get like 300, 400,000 views from watching all of our videos where we do the research, then your research is watching our videos, I'll just tell you what topics I'm going to do this week, and then you can go over there and you can just research them yourself. How about that, okay? Because I've already researched them. So we're going to talk about Jaclyn Hill. She's done. Then I got a Q&A. That's what this video is supposed to be today. Then some people brought some things to me about Raw Beauty Christie. You know, here's the thing with Miss Christie. I haven't even put on my lip gloss or nothing yet. I don't really, to be honest with you, know if I want to do a video about Raw Beauty Christie. And the reason why is, I mean, Raw Beauty Christie apparently did this video called Everybody Wants to Hear My Unpopular Opinions About Everything in the World Except for James Charles, who I followed, and I've never come out in a dress. And see, even though I just said that, people are like, she doesn't have to come out. I know she don't. I know she don't have to say nothing if she don't want to, okay? I think it's rather ballsy, though, that she, did a video called My Unpopular Opinions or Controversial Opinions About Things Y'all Asked Me For, and I think 946,000 people asked her to talk about James Charles, but she won't touch that, okay? But anyway, but here's the thing. The hate that goes along, there's a couple people that are in that fight club, right? Did I put my lip gloss on? I know, oh, yeah. You don't talk about Rosanna Pansino, okay? You just don't. You don't talk about Rosanna Pansino. That's number one, Fight Club, okay? In Fight Club, we don't talk about Rosanna Pansino. Then the other rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Ariana Grande, okay? That's the other rule. The third rule is you don't talk about Raw Beauty Christie. They cannot handle it, okay? The people cannot handle it, okay? The hate that I have received from starting to talk about Raw Beauty Christie is comical, honestly, okay? I don't know that Christie even realizes that she has that many fans, you know? If she did, she'd probably be doing more sponsored videos. Because I heard that she's all about the money behind the scenes, but I don't know, that might not be true. I mean, I've only heard it from like 10 people that worked with her and went to brand trips with her and things like that. But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong about that, right? You know, I have to say, and I probably will do a whole video about this now because I've already like hinted at it, so why not? But what I don't get about it is, okay, Christie is somebody that will talk about anything, right? Apparently, she comes out in this video. I haven't watched all of it yet, but she says, like, shame, shame, if you're a PDF file and things like that, right? But then she can never talk about James Charles. What I don't understand is this, okay? Why wouldn't you just come out and talk about it? Because too much time has gone by now and it looks performative. Well, all you have to do is get in a video and be like, I know a bunch of time has gone by, but I didn't really know how to address it. And I feel like at some point I need to address it because so many people have asked me to talk about it. So here's what I think. I think it was a shit move that I was following, and I shouldn't have been following him as long as I did. You know, it takes away my credibility of talking about other people that I think is problematic. But I learned my lesson, you know, and whatever. I mean, we all fuck up. We all make mistakes. I don't think inherently Christie is a bad person. I really don't. I think Christie is a really good person if you want to know the truth. And I really like Christie. That's why I don't really necessarily want to turn around and make a video about her but I will, because she still hasn't addressed it, and she's going to get in videos and talk about other people. So it's what I talk about over here. That's what I do. I don't know if, for those people out there that have issues with this, it's not a cat smiling video, and I don't have a cat, and if I did, it definitely wouldn't be a hairless cat. But if I had a hairless cat, okay, I wouldn't have a video called My Hairless Cat is Smiling at You, okay? I just probably wouldn't even be on YouTube. So if you're over here for smiling cat videos of hairless smiling cats, you're probably on the wrong channel, okay? If you're over here wanting to watch sports videos, you're probably in the wrong channel. If you're over here wanting to watch I don't know, makeup reviews, you're probably on the wrong channel. You should probably go over to Raw Beauty Christie. But Raw Beauty Christie has traded in talking about makeup, which got her famous, and now she's talking about controversial topics. Except for the one controversial topic that people want her to talk about, she won't talk about that. She won't talk about her support and affiliation with James Charles, right? Which, yes, does lend to think that maybe she doesn't have any credibility, okay? That's why I would come out and address it. So for me, in looking at it, it's interesting because I'm like, either Raw Beauty Christie is really at this point doesn't know how to address it, which I think she's much brighter than that. I really do. I think she's a smart gal. And I think she's smarter than that. And so she knows that all she has to do. Is this going to stop? Are we at 28 minutes or 29 minutes? Oh, got 4 seconds. Hold on. Back. Okay, so I think she knows how to address it. All she has to do is come out and be honest with her audience. Doesn't she say she's always honest with her audience? So just come out and be honest with your audience. Just come out and say, yeah, a lot of people have asked me about this. It would literally go away overnight, okay? It kind of reminds me of like years ago when Gabby Hanna reached out to me. Oh my God, that was a long ass phone call. But anyway, she reached out to me and asked me, that was when she told me that Shane Dawson told her that Jeffree Star still uses, you know, really offensive language towards the black community. That conversation that she's never come out and addressed, Shane's never come out and addressed, and Jeffree has never addressed, and I've mentioned in 1,400 videos. So anyway, on that conversation, Gabby Hanna asked me how to deal with the situation with these brushes. So if you all know what I'm talking about, she was asking everybody, she was asking about Sebastian Williams. Did he disappear? Does he not do drama anymore? Oh, because I guess he's a drama channel that fucked up, but then didn't know how to get on video and just own it, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so Sebastian Williams, who also went to Jaclyn Hill's Halloween party. Remember that? Okay, I thought that was kind of a weird vibe back in the day. But I never really had any issues with Sebastian Williams. But apparently, she was talking to Sebastian Williams. And Sebastian Williams, who I guess went to the canceled Jaclyn Hill party, and he thought that was a good idea as a drama channel and did some other things. But that Sebastian Williams, Gabby Hanna was calling for advice. Okay, girl. But anyway, I never really had any issues with Sebastian Williams until he came out and basically said what we all knew was not our place to say. So anyway, but she told me, she's like, yeah, I'm talking to Sebastian. She's talking about him like first name, like she knew him, you know. My nephew's name was Sebastian. We all call him Saba. I don't know why she wasn't calling him Saba. She acts like she knows him so well. But anyway, she was all worried about these brushes. And I said, girl, these brushes are not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, okay? They're going to go away in a week. Well, 2 hours later on that phone call, I'm still talking to Gabby Hanna about how she is so upset with Shane Dawson because Shane Dawson did a video about Andrew, his videographer at the time, and how he was going to hook up Andrew. He did a whole video hooking him up on a date when she and Andrew had dated, and she thought Shane was her friend, and she loved Shane, and she even protected Shane because Shane came out and said the first time that he ever met Jeffree Star, that Jeffree Star wanted to record him saying the inappropriate language that, you know, we all know that you shouldn't say, and Shane didn't say that, and Jeffree, a bunch of weird stuff, right? That she sang that river, and then, you know, she came out. It is interesting that the one person in her 10-part series of, like, decimating the YouTube community, the one person she didn't come out for is Shane Dawson. I do think that's interesting because when I talked to her on the phone, really, she didn't have any issues at that point with Daniel Prada or Joey Graceffa or Jesse Smiles or Trisha Paytas. She had issues with Shane Dawson. So I think it's interesting that the one person she never came for was Shane Dawson, right? I mean, she was singing like a songbird that day, telling me all kinds of things about. She told me some things that day that I have never talked about to this day. Is this my husband? Is he home already? Hold on a second. Oh, he says it should be done with work in just a second. Well, so should I. So anyway, well, how did that get to Raw Beauty Christie? Oh, this is what I was going to say. Like, Raw Beauty Christie's a smart girl, right? Smart woman. Like, I don't understand why she doesn't just come out and address it. Like, I remember years ago, like, you know, Trisha Paytas, Daniel Prada, I remember both of them at the same time came out in these videos. They were both in their cars. Trisha was eating, Daniel was driving, and they just said, I don't understand when people get canceled, why they don't just come out and address it and keep on moving. Like, just come out and say what they did or their part in it or whatever. I do think it's interesting that both Trisha and Daniel said that. Apparently, Trisha said recently, now somebody sent this to me and I asked them about it and then they never responded, so I don't know if it's true or not. Something about drama channels doing true crime or something like that. But mukbang channels can do ASMR and podcasts, but drama channels can't do true crime. I mean, I don't really care. I am looking for validation from Trisha Paytas. I actually think Trisha Paytas has changed a lot for the better. Ooh, kills the proof. No, I do. I think Trisha Paytas, there's a lot of things that Trisha Paytas does that I still don't like. Like, she supports a lot of problematic people. But other than that, I think Trisha Paytas has changed a lot for the better. I do. I think marriage and motherhood have done a lot for Trisha Paytas. That was actually going to be a whole video I was going to do. But anyway, talking about Raw Beauty Kristi. Yeah, like, you know, it's at some point it kind of becomes like beating a dead horse, you know, like you're either going to come out and you're going to address it or you're not going to address it. I mean, Kristi is trying so hard to get the views. That's why she puts out those conspiracy videos. I don't know why she'll make a video and call it addressing James Charles and just make it a 10-minute video where she's sitting down there and she's arranging her makeup room talking about how she supported James Charles. She could just have the same conversation she had with me on the phone. It would make a great video. You know, and follow it up and say I probably shouldn't have been following him, but I was, and I didn't even know it at some points, even though I was liking pictures of his and talking about him videos, even though I acted like I didn't know what was going on. I mean, maybe that's why she can't come out and talk about it, because she can't get her story straight. But anyway, if she would just come out and talk about it, you know, I think it would just go away and people would forget about it. But I can't tell you how many DMs I still get. Every time Raw Beauty Kristi throws up a video, I get a bunch of DMs. She made another video, she didn't address it. I'm like, girl, I am so far past that at this point. I'm not making a video every time Raw Beauty Kristi comes out. But if she's going to make a video and she's going to talk about a bunch of problematic stuff and she's not going to address her support of James Charles and then her performative action of unfollowing him when everybody asked her to. Not me. It's way past me at this point, okay? It's the fans of Kristi that ask her tons of times, okay, in the comment sections of her videos, and then she deleted it, and then she blocked the word, you know, James Charles and stuff like that. She can't even leave that comment over there. But if it's for her fans, okay, that she should come out and address it. It's for her audience that's given her her gnome house and things like that. I think that would be nice, you know. But anyway, I don't think she'll ever do that. So that was one of my videos I was going to do. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. And then talking about Kate Middleton. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God, Kate Middleton. What is going on? I am so confused. Now, I have to tell you, I'm not that interested in the Royals. I just am not. But I will tell you a story. So my dad and his partner, his work partner, when I was growing up, they both had boats at this marina in Saugatuck, Michigan. Saugatuck, Michigan is now like the province town of the Midwest. It's kind of like gay central and stuff like that. It's real cute, like cobblestone and brick streets and stuff like that. But when I was growing up, it was like Amity and Jaws, okay? And so my dad had a sailboat, and his partner had a, I always say Crisscross, but that's that band or that rap group or whatever, right? It's Chris Craft or whatever. Anyway, and so like sometimes when we would stay for like the weekend, and then my dad would go home, and sometimes I would stay with my dad's partner's wife, who is my mom's best friend. Okay, so anyway, I stayed up there for an extra week, and we all got up real early because it was the royal wedding with Charles and Diana. True story it was. I can remember it and everything. She had strawberries out and whipped cream, and she was drinking champagne, things like that. And then, years later, when Princess Diana passed away, my roommate at the time, she was obsessed with her. She was obsessed with Princess Diana. She got up real early for the funeral and everything like that, because, you know, it's 5 hours ahead, because we're in Indiana. But anyway, I don't really know that much about the royals, but that stuff is so weird, isn't it? With her hand, and they're saying it's photoshopped in that picture and things. Like, where is Kate Middleton? Why doesn't she just come out on video and just like, hey guys, I'm here, and do a TikTok or something? Like, she could do a Charli D'Amelio TikTok. Oh my God, she could repair the career of Charli D'Amelio. And then James Charles would, like, of course, want to do her makeup, you know, and send her a paint and palette. And then somebody would, like, be like, oh my God, James Charles did Kate Middleton's, and that would be how she would come back. And that's probably not a good idea. And then Raw Beauty Kristi still wouldn't say anything about it, but who would care at that point, right? Where is this video going? Nowhere. And then, I got a true crime video that I'm making for y'all this week. This is kind of just like an introduction of what I'm doing this week. Oh my God, this is so exciting, isn't it? Anyway, okay, so I got a true crime video coming for you guys. Oh, and then, you know, we're going to Florida for Ultra Music Festival. We are. I'm so excited. And I have to tell you, this year, she don't play every year, but she's on the main stage this year. Nora and Pure. She is my favorite DJ of life. My absolute favorite DJ of life. Y'all want to know who my EDM people are? Okay. Well, of course, like Cascade, David Guetta, Swedish House Mafia. I saw Swedish House Mafia when they came back. Okay, for the first time that they had played in like many, many years. They made their return at Ultra Music Festival, and they played Don't Worry Child. Oh my God, to this day. But anyway, Rufus Du Sol, I love, but Nora En Pure is my absolute favorite DJ of life, my absolute favorite. So if somebody could like ring her up and say Peter Monn's gonna be at Ultra Music Festival and he wants to meet you, she just like, she like grooves like this when she's like DJing, her hair's blowing in the wind and you feel like you're in Ibiza and stuff like that. Oh my God, I've never been to Ibiza, but I want to go. And you just feel like you're there, you know? Like when you're sitting there and she plays all this music and stuff like that. Oh my God. And a lot of the music that she plays is like stuff that I listened to when I was like in high school, but then she's like, you know, DJ'd it up. Not like the Smiths and the Cure, but like On the Beach and things like that by that Chris guy. I can't remember what his name is, Chris Ray. But I loved that song when I was in high school, and she's done a whole entire remix set. So anyway, but we got a video, a couples video coming up. It'll probably have an Adam and Eve sponsorship for it on it. So maybe make sure you watch that one. But anyway, if you guys have any other things that you want me to talk about. Oh, I also have a Q&A, because that's what this video is supposed to do, because I put out 2 things on Instagram. I'm already like, this video was just like nothing. It was just nonsense talking to you guys. Like we're sitting here in the kitchen. I just like reached for my coffee and it wasn't there because it's downstairs, I realized. But anyway, this was just like a nonsense video of just talking to you today, and I already know I stirred up so much shit, didn't I? Well, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the people that have been sending me all the receipts of Raw Beauty Christy. If I have to see one more screenshot of her thumbnail that people have sent them, and they sent it to me and they're like, but she doesn't talk about James Charles. I'm like, oh my God, everybody wants me to talk about James Charles, you know? Or talk about Raw Beauty Christy not talking about James Charles, and I walk right into that trap. She probably wishes she had never met him years ago at that makeup conference or whatever it was. But I'll tell you, my favorite moment of Raw Beauty Christy to this moment is that brand trip that she was on. And she was singing like I Will Survive or something karaoke. And she was like, I love that to this day. That is one of my favorite moments. I think I covered that years and years and years ago. That was the era of like Patrick Star. Whenever I mention this in a video, one person gets really pissed, right? That's when Patrick Star like rolled his eyes. That was the days of the drama videos. I could like make a video and call it Patrick Star rolls his eyes at fan, and it would get 40,000 views. No, true story, it was. I gave y'all some good tea today about all kinds of stuff, and watch, this video won't even hit 5,000 views. But you know what? I don't care, because I had a lot of fun today. So anyway, this is my entry back into the week. These are the videos that I'm going to make. So for all those drama channels out there, you know who you are, girl. That steal all the other drama channels that are getting a lot less video views than you. Now you know what my videos are going to be this week, unless something pops off, and then I will talk about that. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm on fire today, aren't I? Oh my God, I got some good sleep last night. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and you know, don't be a grande when you can be a Trenta. Oh my God, the Ariana Grande fans are going to come for me on that one. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.